is a player I have not actually watched before. So I'm excited to see how this one plays out.
Yeah, they're a solid player from the South Jersey scene coming up all the way to Linden. So very good to see them come out here. I know them as a Bayonetta Chrom player, while GuyGuy, of course, is a Luigi through and through. So, and shoutouts to GuyGuy for making this run because he was late for this tournament and got DQ'd from winners, but then played it out in losers, and here we are.
I mean, yeah, this is definitely going to be interesting here, too. I mean, GuyGuy's not a bad player by any means, but going against a Chrom is going to be a tough one, man. Chrom is just, one, a sortie, and that just kind of really messes up Luigi in some aspects. Now, Luigi can combo any character, right? It's just a matter of the game. It's just how Luigi works. But the bigger factor here is just trying to dance around Chrom, who's already so fast, has like incredible fall speed as well. And again, that disjointed hitbox, excuse me, is going to be a big problem.
Yeah, but I like how, I mean, that dash attack killed, crazy, but I like how GuyGuy has been taking the time of just doing some classic Luigi quote-unquote zoning with a lot of Fireball and Zair, which has been stopping some of the big approaches coming out from Snogi. These dash attacks or forward tilts have all been stuffed out by the by some of the mid-range pressure that Luigi can throw out. In exchange, though, once Snogi has gotten in, the combo tree has been very, very flexible, as you know you have to be if you're part-time playing Bayonetta too.
I mean, that's what GuyGuy needs to do, though. They recognize the situation that they're fighting a Chrom right now, and, you know, sorties, you got to play a little bit differently. You got to play more of that campy, zony type style. But one thing I do like is that Snogi is actually taking a moment here. They're recognizing that GuyGuy is looking for these plungers to kind of disrupt his recovery, and he's actually been pushing out just far enough so he can just grab the ledge as he's recovering. But there we go. We got the green cyclone putting him off stage once again. The parry, but nothing into it as he gets onto the ledge. Pretty much hassle-free.
Yeah, a couple get-up attacks, very healthily sprinkled in coming out from Snogi, which it's not an option you usually see because of how punishable it really can be, but don't forget, it's totally invulnerable. So if your opponent is mashing a ton of aerials on in an attempt to catch a neutral get-up, that get-up attack will work out just fine and not getting the slip-off with the Luigi Cyclone, and that'll result in the stock with that pivot cancel forward tilt. And finding a combo, what could have been a combo off ledge, just missed his dash forward ever so slightly, and that's going to result in a loss of a ton of damage and almost a stock.
Okay, there we go. Got the back air. Just put a little bit of pressure on him. Trying to push him towards the stage, too, but going to use a couple plungers. Just push Snogi to the ledge here. I mean, who's got the disjoint? That's what I'm trying to figure out. And I like that sliding off the ledge. That was actually so smart.
Yeah, that's what he was looking for earlier, but oh, the dangers of juggling Luigi. That frame 1 invulnerability on Cyclone is so dangerous. Finding the falling up air, but misses the combo afterward, and a great parry from GuyGuy as, oh, game.
Go for it, man. Hey, you know what? Listen, I respect it. If you're trying to not be that Luigi who fishes for the 0 to death every time, right? But then you're down a stock and you're like, I need to close this out, and you go for it. I can't hate. I cannot hate on you for it. You are just playing your game. You're trying to make sure you get your dub, and you tried to do it honestly. You tried, but your opponent pushed you to not being honest. That's your opponent's fault at that point.
Like, you're making me do this. It's your fault.
Exactly.
Oh Lord. That's tough. That's tough. But it's part of the game. It's part of the game. And if we accept, if we're in the same game as Kazuya Mishima, then Luigi grabbing you is also fine, I guess. You know, very, of course, frustrating, but fine.
Yeah, I mean, you know, if you actually look at it, a couple of the Steves have been performing well, right? Actually used to be Luigi mains. That's both Yanni and Akola. Apparently Akola was also a Luigi main beforehand, so some things just kind of, you know, you may as well just play better Luigi, right?
And don't sleep on the Akola Donkey Kong. It gotta go bad. Oh, hello there.
There we go, getting that super jump punch to close out that first stock. And man, this is supposed to be the counter pick for Snogi, and I get it, right? You got those smaller blast zones on the side, and, you know, Chrom doing back air things and whatnot, but GuyGuy's off to a hot start.
It's FD-like in a lot of ways. Long stage, it's going to take a lot to approach in terms of just amount of time traversing. And GuyGuy is such a flexible kit when it comes to his own combo state, as that's just a dead Chrom, you know, life of a Chrom player. But I mean, the extensions, the focus on Guy to be like, yeah, I can get those combos when they're given to me, and I'm gonna take them with, as we saw in game 1. But when the counterplay is there, I'm very comfortable just forcing you off stage instead, because I know Chrom has that huge Achilles heel there. And I'm gonna take advantage of that too.
I mean, that's what GuyGuy was looking for a couple times with that plunger, and just ended up getting the right positioning on that stock to be able to close that one out. But last stock situation here for Snogi. This is actually his bracket stock if he can't find a way to turn this around, and I like it. I like it. You know, he was looking for the big punish on the shield. Chrom likes to land on shield just like a lot of other swordies. They got no problem doing that because they think that they're a bit safer, but Luigi's got a great reminder that, hey, it ain't that safe, bud.
Luckily, the startup armor on the soaring slash is crazy and saving the jump, so it won't be game quite yet. This Chrom is hanging on, looking for an edge guard or something off stage, but the full drift in from the Luigi Cyclone forces a terrible spot once again. I get it from Snogi. You see, if you're going to try and be aggressive on those platforms where Luigi wants to mess you up and go for something like a Cyclone there, or you'll see commonly an up smash as well. But the patience from GuyGuy in just the right moments, and it resulted in multiple, not only just openings, but stocks as well, being very particular on when to throw out the plunger instead of just in edge guarding situations, instead of just doing the repetitious like short hop plunger ad nauseum. He'd save it and wait for the soaring slash to be committed to before throwing it out, so make sure it would hit very deep. Super clean stuff.
Yeah, super clean stuff. But hey, before we get into our next match, we're going to run some ads here real quick. So